And we are going to ask that the father of our beautiful bride, Hannah, come up and say a little welcome and blessing. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Vita Colonna.
On behalf of my wife, Linda, the groom's parents, Mike and Donna, I would like to welcome you to the official wedding celebration of John and Vienna. That's all we look forward to when we can. Let us always remember, keep in our prayers, beloved family members that are not able to be with us this evening. But somehow I think they were with us today because we had a great day. The weather was fantastic. Vienna, Mama and Papa, Nan and Papa are with us today. I feel it. We even have cousins of Vienna that travel to California. Paul and Olivia. Where's Paul and Olivia? Their state shut down, so they just couldn't resist coming 3,000 miles for a good party and some social gathering. Isn't that right, Paul? How's Tinseltown doing? Hey, did you bring any of the Kardashians with you? That was Deanna's favorite reality show growing up. So, did you have to bring anyone with you? No? All right, go create your own. Go create your own reality show, keeping up with the process. Well, as I mentioned, the fourth time is finally the charm. And I'm so happy that we're all here this evening. We're both humbled and honored that you're all here celebrating with us. We can't thank you enough. From the groom's parents to Linda and I. We're very, very happy and glad you're here. So, my wife and I are extremely happy that we're all here so that we don't have to send out any more invitations. That's it. We're done with the invitations. There's no more do-overs. That's it. And by the way, I could be the first father in history to attempt to give away his daughter 4 times in over a year. That's the history books. You're a lucky girl. But that's okay. Anything that's worth anything takes time to accomplish, and the anticipation made it even better. Now let's talk about John. And the introduction, the first introduction to John. But I have to digress a little bit because when girls, young women are living at home, you get to kind of do a little bit more reconnaissance of the guy. You know, the guy has to come up and pick him up for a date. You kind of stare the guy down. Yeah, and say, so where are you going tonight? What are you going to be doing with my daughter? What are your intentions? And you'll have her home by 10 o'clock, right? Well, that was all out the door. That wasn't happening. You know, Vienna had been living on her own for quite some time, kept hearing about John. Talk about John Grosso. Talk about John Grosso. It's my Muhammad Ali impersonation. So we wanted to meet John Grosso. So we finally met him. I think we arranged for a dinner meeting downtown. And before I asked you a few questions about John, just, you know, give me a little background, give me some talking points. So she said he was part Italian, and I thought, that's a good start. I like that already about him, so that was good, right? He also said he was enamored with Michael Jordan. He loves Michael Jordan. As a matter of fact, he named his dog, he has a beautiful boxer dog, Jordan. And we love Jordan. As a matter of fact, John probably wanted a big cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan to be right behind him during the celebration. And he probably would like Jordan to be here too, but every time you guys would go to the bathroom or get up for a drink, the dog probably would eat the food. Never seen a dog eat like that. She's a great dog. Love Jordan. But as it turned out, they were a great fit, and I'm so happy that they are finally married. 5 years later, they dated for quite some time, but and it was a long engagement due to COVID. So anyway, what else do I want to say? We want to talk about Vienna. A couple stories about Vienna. John, you did say I do a few hours ago. You can't go back now, right? Nah, I can't say anything embarrassing for a special night. But Vienna, for the first time I held in my arms, I wondered if I could ever live up to fatherhood and being a good provider and role model. I hope Mom and I have met the expectations of good parenthood. And you've always made us proud with your determined, loyal, and spirited followers. Of course, we would always worry about you when you went out on dates with guys like John. But, having said that, we knew your inner strength would always keep you safe. Except for that time when she called us frantically saying, "There's a bat in my apartment. What am I going to do, Dad? There's a bat flying around my apartment bedroom." But she handled it. She threw a blanket over it, suffocated it, and waited for the landlord to get there. Anyway, we've all been put to the test recently, ladies and gentlemen, with the recent pandemic. And I guess it's how we react to certain situations that sets us apart. And I'm damn proud of this couple, the way they reacted and handled this recent delay. So let's give them a hand. They handled it with dignity and grace. They've been on quite a roller coaster ride, believe me. So I really, and I thought my daughter would freak out more than she did, but she didn't really. After the first time, it was like, we're dancing again. That's so I thought you might get married by like 2030 or 2031, but so we're okay. There was a coach, and everybody in this room probably remembers him, Coach Jim Valvano, North Carolina State. Okay, legendary, right? Everybody know? Okay. Well, he coined the phrase, "Don't give up, don't ever give up." Certainly very powerful words, and those words were probably spoken for another venue. However, they certainly do come into marriage when you talk about don't giving up. And I'm certain you guys won't, and you haven't, and you've shown that tenacity throughout the last year and a half. A couple other words come to mind are compromise, right? Got to compromise in marriage. Without it, you don't have a good marriage. John, you might have to compromise a little bit more. Men always do. I know I do. Is that right, Linda? I compromise much more. And like Linda says, when the queen is happy, the land is happy. Happy wife, happy life, right? And then lastly, I think any good marriage has to have unconditional love. And I think that they've had that all throughout the last year and a half. And I think they'll continue to have that. They'll need that to conquer any type of obstacle life throws their way. So I'm certain of that. I'm positive of that. And I know that's going to happen. So anyway, I think I've spoken long enough. Vienna probably pinched or kicked John a few hundred times. He's probably black and blue. He won't be able to dance later on. But that's okay. Plus, there's a couple guys in the back of the room that are looking at the clock saying, "When is this guy going to get off the stage so I can belly up to the bar?" There's one right there. All right, so lastly, I'd like to end in a toast for the lovely couple. Okay, so let's all raise our glasses. Now, Vienna begins a new life, and she will turn to another man for love and protection. John and Vienna May your life be filled with decades of happiness, good fortune, and health. And may your hearts hold your love, and may your arms hold each other forever. Thank you very much, everyone.
I'll give it up for Ms. Novita Nicola, please. Give that a clap. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the sounds of Love Service Center during your first course.
First off, I would just like to send congratulations one more time to the new Mr. and Mrs. Grasso. I know we've all been waiting and waiting for this day, and it's finally here. Vienna, you look absolutely stunning, as I knew that you would. And John, I know she's a hard act to follow in this dress, but you look very handsome yourself. I'd also like to quickly thank Vienna's parents, Linda and Paul, wherever they are, for this wonderful day, and John's parents, Mike and Donna, for the wonderful rehearsal dinner last night. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gia, and Vienna and I have been best friends since first grade. We have literally grown up together over the last 30 years, which is hard to believe, and I'm well aware of how rare and special this type of friendship is. I think I knew our friendship was destined to last a lifetime on the day of our first Holy Communion at St. Bede's. Vienna and I, the two little Italians, had the most gaudy, puffy, and blinged out communion dresses that you had ever seen. To add to the visual, both of our moms were, I think, wearing leopard or some type of animal print, and were following us ferociously, snapping a million photos. And ever since that day, it was just a match made in heaven friendship. After that, there's been many other milestones on our friendship journey. There are so many qualities that I adore about Vienna. First, she is a fiercely loyal friend who would do anything for you. She's always been the outgoing and brave one, and I have counted on her to do so many things for me throughout my life. For example, when it was time for me to get my first job, I made Vienna get a job with me. So we took Manhattan Bagel by storm when we were 14. Being the anxious teenager that I was, I'm pretty sure I just hid behind Vienna and ate free bagels while she answered the phones for me, did the cash register, handled the customers. I'm pretty sure she even quit for me when I was over working there. She really steps it up when I need her, and she's a really true friend. Truthfully, the bottom line is I could always count on her to do the things I couldn't. She's a voice of reason when you need to hear it, a comforting listening ear. And she's always 100% authentically herself. She's also one of the most hilarious people I've ever met. She has a unique ability to find the funny moment in any situation. If you've ever been fortunate enough to attend school with her, go on a trip with her, share a shore house with her, or even just experience one of her iconic prank phone calls, then you know exactly what I mean. And if you don't follow her on Snapchat yet, you probably should. John has a lot of airtime on Snapchat as well. Vienna, you're such a special, fun-loving, and incredible person, and I'm so honored to be standing beside you today. Which brings me to John. I first met John when he came to hang out with us at a bar for an Eagles game. I remember him telling me that he lived in Delaware and thinking, I hope you have Easy Pass, John. I knew that Vienna was not going to travel over a bridge for a boy. Eventually, though, things started changing, and Little Miss City Girl actually started crossing state borders to see John. You would have thought she was traveling to Kentucky, but she kept doing it. Next thing I knew, Vienna had a Delaware zip code, John had sparkly kitchen placemats, and she had created an Instagram account for his beloved dog, Jordan. The rest was history. She was in love. John, you are such a kind and wonderful guy. I love the way you took such great care of Vienna from the moment you started dating. When you purchased monogram bath towels for your guest bathroom that had V's all over them, I knew it was game over. If you know Vienna, you know she is obsessed with her name, and she loves her name on everything. You truly love her for who she is. You not only laugh with her, but you join in on her craziness, and you don't even get mad at the chore list that she lovingly leaves you on the fridge. Two things I know for sure are that Vienna loves you so much, and you will always be well fed. Neither of you could have anticipated a global pandemic to interfere with your wedding plans. But even though the planning process wasn't seamless, the two of you pivoted, handled it as a team, and today is absolutely perfect because of it. On the same note, marriages are not always going to be without obstacles. However, when the right people are together, they always make it work. They say that love is friendship caught on fire, and that is evident with the both of you. So may your love burn bright for years to come. Here's to my best friend and her new best friend, and a lifetime of happiness together.
Beautiful job, Tia. And now we're going to ask Gil, our best man, to step up to the camera.
That's a hard act to follow. Well, I did have a lot of things written down, but I definitely lost them, so I'm going to have to go off the cuff here. So right now, John is sweating. You can see him about what I'm about to say, but no, for real. I actually did write it down for you. I did. I don't want to make you that nervous on your wedding day. In Vienna, I might be even more nervous. Good evening. My name is Gil Lopez, and I've had the privilege to stand up for John and as the best man on this beautiful day. First, I would like to take a moment and thank Vienna and John, the parents of the bride and the groom, for bringing us all together to celebrate their love. I have known John for the last 22 years. Eternity. Now, in those 22 years, we've shared a lot of special moments. Now, I remember the days when we used to have our midday barbecues, wondering where all the vodka went in the middle of the day. And we would spend hours upon hours playing NBA 2K down in the basement. Now, he could never beat me, so would prolong the game. While those days were filled with great memories, the last few years that I've known John and Vienna together, I know that John has been at his happiest I have ever seen him. Finding a true partner is never easy, and we all know that this was going to be a challenge for John. But Vienna, you were up for the challenge. Regardless of how many sales pitches he threw at you, and if you know John, that's an exhausting time. I couldn't be happier for the both of you today. I know you have waited a long time for this moment, delay after delay, when you can finally share your special moment with the people that matter the most. I would like to raise a toast to Vienna and John, wishing them both a lifetime of happiness, understanding, joy. Cheers to John and Vienna Grasso.
nicely done. Let's give it up for all the speeches, ladies and gentlemen.